Indications are showing that Garnacho he wants to come to Chelsea and no other club. Jamie Gittens as well from Borussia Dortmund. He said he doesn't want to open the door for any other team other than Chelsea. Chelsea academy graduate Alfie Gilchrist. He will be moving. He will be leaving the club permanently. And then finally, Chelsea goalkeeper that was on Strasbourg last season, Petrovic. Chelsea has given him the option to explore the market that he should get a buyer. Chelsea has he have a gentleman agreement with Chelsea. So this news and many other news I'll be bringing to you into this Chelsea news video. And in this Chelsea news video, I want you to please do me a favor. Click on the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell if you're seeing my video on YouTube, and if it is on Facebook or on TikTok, click on the subscribe button. So with that being said, Chelsea played match yesterday with LFC, and then this game ended 2-0 in favor of Chelsea. Everybody forgot that Nicolas Jackson he played that game. In fact, the only thing that people remember about Jackson was that he was substituted by Liam Delap. In fact, the first goal that Pedro Neto scored, beautiful goal from Pedro Neto, but that assist as well from Nicolas Jackson was perfect. In fact, if you ask a lot of people, they forgot that Jackson was the one that assisted that goal that Pedro Neto scored. What eclipsed that was Liam Delap debut and his assist. That was what eclipsed that. It was as if Nicolas Jackson never played that game. And I'm afraid for Nicolas Jackson. I believe this might be his story throughout the season. So it was a beautiful game that Chelsea played yesterday. We won 2-0. I think we'll be playing the next game against the Flamingos on Friday. That should be the same time, 8 p.m. as well. So the story of the day is Garnacho. Alejandro Garnacho. There is news about him coming to Chelsea. And here is the news. Breaking from sources, Garnacho will be a Chelsea player before the season starts. The player wants to come and the club wants him. I heard that Chelsea are preparing on making this deal like the Sancho deal, a loan plus obligation to buy with a penalty fee if they don't buy him. So, initially when they were talking about Garnacho, if you have seen most of my videos, I didn't really want Chelsea to sign him. I didn't like the player that much. But if Chelsea are talking about loan plus an obligation to buy, just making it that of Sancho deal, if you don't buy him, you pay a penalty. Man, bring him to the club. I have no qualms with that anymore. No quarrels, just bring Garnacho to the club. Let him come to Chelsea. He himself wants to come to Chelsea, and Chelsea wants him. Perfect. No problem. Bring him. One thing that I must commend is blue co-owners. And let me just say the sporting directors, the two sporting directors that we have, Paul Stanley and Laurie Stewart. You see these two sporting directors, most of the deals that they have been, that the way they went around this transfer market, I must compliment them. They make the smart moves, smart sales, good buys and all that. The deals that didn't go through, I will understand, I will really understand where they are coming from, why some of those deals didn't go through. I think the only place that I will be annoyed or I will fault them if the season starts and they did not sign Victor Osimhen. That is the only place that I will have problem. But aside from that, I like the way they are going about this transfer. So another one is Jamie Gittens. Jamie Gittens, this is the news about him. Jamie Bio Gittens not opening doors to other clubs as he maintains the agreement on several-year deal with Chelsea. Discussions club to club remain ongoing. Do you know what I like about some of these players that are coming? Old Leap and the rest of them. Initially about the lab, they said he was assessing if he can come to Chelsea. When he came to Chelsea, he said Chelsea was the club that he was. He was just praying that Chelsea will qualify for the Champions League so that he can come to Chelsea. That his mind has been with Chelsea. Who knows if that's true or not? But Jamie Gittens telling you up front, even before he comes to the club, he's not interested in any other club. He closed door for every other person except from Chelsea. And I heard that Chelsea even they upped their offer from I think around 30-something million euros to 42 million euros to sign him on the deadline day, which Dortmund declined. I don't understand what is wrong with some of these German clubs, the way they see Premier League team. But that's aside, my happiness is that he wants to come to the club, and that's the news. So another one is a Chelsea academy graduate, Alfie Gilchrist. Gilchrist was on loan to Wigan. I've forgotten the club actually, but it was a championship team that he was on loan to throughout last season. So there is news about him moving away from Stamford Bridge. Alfie Gilchrist will leave Chelsea on permanent deal this summer. There is strong interest from Championship with several options being considered. Apart from Championship clubs wanting to buy him, I heard at Strasbourg he was recommended to Strasbourg. there was a recommendation for Strasbourg to sign him as their right back. So if he goes to Strasbourg, I believe he's still a Chelsea player. Yeah, he's not far away from the club. And it will be a good one if he goes there. I like Afro Breakers, the few times that he played for Chelsea. I really enjoy watching him. He reminds me of a Lewis Hall. So if he goes to Strasbourg, it will be a better one than the championship team that he goes to. So finally, is on Chelsea goalkeeper Petrovic. Petrovic, he had an agreement. This is the news about Petrovic. There is a gentleman's agreement between Chelsea and the player that he can leave if someone bids 25 million pounds, 30 million euros. Petrovic has been given the green light to find himself a club over the next month that will be prepared to pay that amount for him. Any club that will match that 25 million pounds or 30 million euros, Chelsea are willing to sell him to the club. So, he initially wanted Chelsea to guarantee him a start, and he believes he's that good. And I like that about him. For him to believe that he's that good, no problem. So, if any club can match at 25 million pounds or 30 million euros, he will be sold. And let me touch on this. Kendrick Piers. Kendrick Piers, initially, or should I say, he was omitted from the Chelsea team that will be playing at the Club World Cup. Later, there was news about him flying to America to meet Chelsea, the remaining team to train and blend with the rest of the team. So there was some rumor somewhere that he wants to stay at Chelsea permanently. He doesn't want to go on loan. Even if it is few minutes that he'll be playing and all those things, that he wants to stay at the club. He doesn't want to move away. And remember, this was the case of Andre Santos as well. So when Andre Santos came, he didn't want to go away from England. He was loaned to, I forgot the club, I think Nottingham Forest, and he didn't make it there. Finally, in the January transfer market, he was loaned to Strasbourg, and the rest was history. But now, I just saw a news about Kendrick Piers, and I'm glad about this one. Kendrick Piers is going to Strasbourg on a season-long loan. I like this. This loan to Strasbourg is a good one. If he goes to Strasbourg, yes, there he can develop and he can come back to the club, just like the way Andre Santos. Yeah, though we are yet to see Andre Santos, but I know that he's going to feature for Chelsea in most of the games that they are going to play in this club or club. So that's it from me today, guys. If you enjoy any of these news that I just give you, comment in the comment section. Tell me what you think about some of this news. I will see you in my Chelsea news video.